right. I think I've let you in.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing great.
All right. Can you speak for a minute?
Um,
Yeah.
hello,
Cool. Can you?
hello. Are you recording also?
No, I'm not recording.
Okay.
Yeah, because I normally use StreamYard, so I can have everything set up and everything is tagged to like my LinkedIn, YouTube, and everything else.
Yeah. I haven't begun using StreamYard.
You should use that. That is way better than Zoom. Zoom is too chaotic for me.
Yeah, well, I'm familiar with Zoom. First of all, we use Zoom all the time, right? For
Uh-huh.
work, and then I don't know, it just works.
I'll tell you this: if you're thinking about taking this to the next level, use StreamYard
I will.
because you could actually link it into LinkedIn, Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, Facebook. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. You could go live in five different areas at one
Here's
time.
the thing, Kanal. I haven't gone live. I've never done a live show. I do premiere,
Uh,
I premiere, but I don't go live.
why?
I don't know. I don't have enough followers.
Yeah, but
Like,
still,
who's
that's
gonna join?
well. You know what? Honestly, when you do that, people start grabbing other people because the thing is, I started going live and I started grabbing people by doing my live. I remember having one person, and I'm like, okay,
Wow.
and it was just like I'll talk to myself.
Right.
And the good thing about it, you can open the chat up and invite people to come on, and you can actually have a real life conversation.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm looking forward to this. Thank you for having me as a guest.
I'm so happy to have you here today, Kanal.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't think we haven't spoken in maybe
it's been a while, 20
10
years.
years because when was our last? Okay, first, let me start the show and then we could do all that.
Okay,
Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the Empress Addie podcast where spirituality meets soul. We love to tap into who we are. We're all about wellness and growth. And I love talking with people. Some people are very close and dear friends, and some are distant friends. And today I have Kenol Thomas with me.
nice to meet you. It's been a
Nice,
while. It's been a minute.
nice to meet you. Are you
Yeah,
kidding?
I know. Well, I had to say that because it's been a while.
Nice to see you again, Kenol.
Yes, yes.
So, Kanal, you have been really, it seems like you've been all over the world. He is the founder and founder, right, of
Yeah.
Traveling Black Man,
No, I'm the founder and creator for Black Man Travels.
Black Man Travels,
Yeah.
which he has used as a platform to share his travels and give wonderful tips. And he also consults on tripping. If you are
Yeah.
looking to travel, Kanal just might be the person to hit up. And we will be talking about that. And I will definitely include his information at the bottom.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be on the show. Look forward to sharing my experiences and talk about, the facts of life, what's important, what's your
Yeah.
purpose and everything else. So let's do it.
So today, Kanal, the topic I chose was passports, purpose, and play.
Yeah.
It's an honest talk with Kanal Thomas.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, Kanal, is so wild seeing you today because I've always had a firm, appreciation and fondness for you. Even as high school students, you were very mature. And I'm thinking how other students, well, this generation may not be as mature as we were, but I'm thinking back to when we were in high school. Think back, because you can give me the outside view of how I presented. I don't know. I just really felt grown.
Yeah, you know what? You were extremely mature for your age, very studious,
Mhm.
always serious by the book. So that
Really?
was my impression of you. Yeah.
Really? And I
Yeah, yeah.
thought, oh man, I thought I was a joke because I didn't give a damn. Were you in Miss Mariglio's class with
Yeah,
me?
yes, I was.
Remember honors English?
Yes, I was.
And
And
Miss Moriglio used to cuss us out every day. And I had never been disrespectful to an adult, But she pushed my buttons so much one day I was like, listen, bitch, I'm leaving. Because she was like, bitch, sit down. She didn't give a
Yeah.
damn.
You know what? I admired her transparency.
I
I
loved
really,
her, loved her.
she was one of the few teachers at Jackson that I really respected. Her,
Yes,
Mr. C was another one, the motorcycle guy.
yes,
Mr. Jenkins. There were a few teachers that really made an
yes,
impact
Mr.
on me.
Jenkins. Did you have
Um,
French or did you take
I
Spanish?
took Spanish.
Okay, because I had French, so Mr. DiPierre,
Okay.
I love so much because he is just such a classy man, and he's Haitian.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Mr. DiPierre. He still works there, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know if he has retired, but as of 5 or 6 years ago, he was still working there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And he loved me as well. But Miss Meriglio, yeah, so let's talk about us. You were, you know what I admired so much about you? You were respectful. You were not like the other boys, right? It's not like you were gangsta, but people knew not to mess with you. You were serious as well,
I
but
was
you were this Casanova.
no, no, no.
Yes, you
I
were.
I was
You
listen.
were so confident. And I always
No.
wondered, how come he's so confident? Because I always felt, let me tell you, I don't know how I came off and I didn't know the words. We didn't have the words for it. But looking back, I realized I was so anxiety laden, ridden as a child.
I wouldn't think that.
Really, people
I
always
would.
thought I was very confident.
Yeah, yeah. I took you as very confident, knew what you wanted to do,
Mm-hmm.
focused. Like I said, studious at best. I
Mm.
wouldn't even think any anxiety was facing around you. I wouldn't
Man,
never think
we
that.
felt like outsiders. Like my close friends were Claire and Gabby,
Yeah,
and I just felt like an outsider because you went to Alapata, right?
yeah.
We grew up on the other side. So we grew up in Wynwood. So we went to Miramar Elementary, Buena
Okay.
Vista, and we had that track. And in that track, my dear, they treated Haitians so badly.
Oh, what?
Man, we used to fight all the time. So
Well,
I
it was
never felt like I belonged with Black Americans, even though I wanted to.
it was the same thing for at Apata Middle. We had Haitian days where they go out and find Haitian kids and beat them up.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
but the thing is, for me, because my last name is Thomas, I
Mm-hmm.
kind of blend in too, and I didn't have an accent.
Right,
So people always assumed that I was American when I
right.
wasn't. Well, while my friends kind of ran ran
They
away.
were right. So,
Yeah,
well,
so
that's how we jumped into fights because even though my name is so different,
yeah.
they couldn't really place me as Haitian,
Hmm.
but I could not stand around and watch them treat other kids,
Yeah.
especially the just comes. When they
Oh yeah, yeah. The one that just got off the
we
boat.
call them the just comes, right? The ones who just got here they got it the worst.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so how did you navigate that?
To be honest, I had my shares of fights. Being
Mm-hmm.
raised in Attapata, yeah, being Haitian, you had to fight. This is the '80s, early
Mm-hmm.
'90s, so you learn how to knock out people real quick. And
Man, I'm
so
telling
I guess people found out I was a street fighter. I used to fight here, fight there.
you.
Then I
Mm-hmm.
joined a wrestling team in high school. So
Mm-hmm.
by joining that kind of added a little more aggression. But I was very shy. I was very quiet. That's when
Yeah.
people would say certain things about me, like, serious? I
No,
was
you
quiet.
were you yes, I could see that you were shy, but you were very confident. Just this quiet power.
Oh wow. Wow. Got me blushing over here because I
Yeah.
would never think that. I would never
It
think that.
made you a little bit intimidating. I'm not gonna lie.
I never smiled as much. I know just looking at some of my pictures, like I realized, wow, you need a smile, Kenol. You have a nice smile. And it's just like, but
Mm-hmm.
of course, back then, smiling was not a cool thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, you were our Casanova. What did they call you?
I wouldn't think that
Not Keith Sweat. We called you Brian
it's,
McKnight.
yeah, you know what? To this day, people tell me that, and I
Yeah.
don't see it. I
Yeah.
get that a lot from
Yeah.
like, I've been to 35 states, and
Mm-hmm.
people would tell me like, dude, you favorite Brian McKnight. I'm like, how? I don't
Mm-hmm.
see it, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. you went to prom with Tiffany.
Yeah, Tiffany Wesley. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. I think she's a detective now.
Oh, she is? Oh, yeah. I mean, that's something like I
I
could.
find out you don't know anything about anybody.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, for me, once I graduated from high school, I kind of closed that chapter in my life.
Me too.
And because I realized that, for one, I was extremely disappointed with myself when I graduated from high
Why?
school. I didn't apply myself. I was a
Mm,
slacker. I was a slacker. I didn't apply myself. I felt like I took the easy way out. Then
mm-hmm,
once I realized, like, you know what, hey, I got a second chance in college. I'm gonna
mm-hmm.
do better, and that's what I did.
It's amazing you're saying that. I got to college and I felt the same way.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm like, really? Because you say I was studious, I never studied. And I was
Yeah,
like it, I was in every club. Remember, I didn't have time for that.
yeah.
And thank
Social
goodness,
butterfly.
yeah, I knew early on that I was an auditory learner as a
Mhm.
musician. If I listen, I ain't studying, but I'm gonna be all right on this test.
Yeah.
And so I never studied.
Yeah.
And so I just barely got by. And so yeah, we still graduated with honors. Yeah, I was still in the top 18%, but I knew I could have done better. I knew I could have done better.
Do you know what my class rank was in high school?
What?
I never forget it.
What was it?
Just take a wild guess.
25?
233.
Shut up.
Yeah. I will never forget that. That's stuck to my head. When I
Damn.
saw my class rank, I was 230 and 233. I was a low C average student.
Why?
Even though I had honor
But you were
classes,
so smart. I always knew that you were so smart.
no, I never applied myself.
You
I
just
never
never
took things
applied yourself.
serious. Yeah.
Okay, so especially senior year, we were like, fuck it. Um, by senior year, I was like, fuck this. Um, but I did end up being what, 18?
Wow, that's awesome.
No, I felt really horrible about that.
At 18, number
Yeah.
18?
Number 18?
No.
I was like, what? And then the other thing is junior year, remember how Tanisha became homecoming queen?
Yeah, I remember that.
Me and Tanisha were neck and neck. We had the exact same amount of votes. And the reason why Tanisha got it is because she had a couple of points more on her GPA.
Wow. Yeah.
And that's how I automatically became the princess. I was so pissed.
Yeah. Yeah. I was
You were on
entering
the
my
court, weren't you?
no, I didn't attend none of those events.
Oh,
Okay, let me tell you this. The person I was in high school, I was into video games.
mm-hmm.
Had my friends like Moslin, Taurus, Emil, James, rest in peace, James Walker.
Oh
Like that
man.
was our core. That was our core. We
Yeah.
used to go to the arcade room and just play video games all day, or go to each other's houses, play on the
Yeah.
Genesis, Nintendo. That was us. You know, we didn't run the streets. We didn't at the
Yeah.
basketball course. We were just always playing video games, hanging out.
Yeah. And for us, our saving grace was the band room
Oh yeah.
because we'd go straight into band after school and we'd be there till nighttime. Like
And
that, my dad.
you played the clarinet, right?
Yes, I did.
I remember
And played the
that.
clarinet at FAMU too.
Yeah. So like yeah, high school, once I graduated from Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
started at Miami-Dade, finished it in 2 years, and I went to FIU. Then from FIU, went to
Awesome.
graduate school in Chicago.
Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I never looked back. After I graduated from high school, we're just like, all right,
Just,
look forward,
yeah.
keep pushing through. So
Awesome. Well, I'm proud of you. You've done
oh, thank you.
extremely well for yourself.
Oh, thank you. I'm
So that
trying.
goes to show, hey, just get that piece of paper in high school. It doesn't damn matter.
Yeah, and you
Somebody's
know
gonna
what?
accept you into their school. Listen, and the community college route is a great choice. Like I
Look,
tell my
I'm a
children.
huge advocate for community college. I'm not
Hmm.
afraid to tell someone, you know what, go to community college first, figure out what you really want to
What you
do.
really want to
While the
do.
cost is cheap,
Yeah.
then go to university.
Yeah.
And Miami-Dade actually taught me how to study.
Yeah.
It just took everything back to the basics, and
Yeah.
all the teachers taught me how to learn. Like I had to learn these things.
Yeah.
But once I left Miami-Dade, it was just a rocket shoot.
Smooth sailing.
Went to FIU, graduated 3.8.
Awesome.
And I went to graduate school, I was a 3.6.
Awesome.
So yeah,
What's your master's in?
I got an MBA. I have an MBA,
Okay. Okay.
and with a concentration in marketing and information systems. So
Beautiful.
yeah, I graduated in 2008,
Uh-huh.
my MBA. So I was
That
like,
is look at that. You're
yeah,
well ahead of me because I didn't finish my master's until 2011.
okay, okay, that's 3 years.
Yeah, so I'm very proud of you.
Oh, thank you. It's a marathon. It's not a race.
It's not a
So one
race.
thing I tell young people is that listen, if you don't know what it is, it's okay. It's gonna
Yeah,
come to you,
that's
but
right.
stay out of trouble. Just
That's
stay out of
right.
trouble. That's it.
Because they're looking for you.
Oh yeah.
They are looking for you. So, Kanal, tell me about, let's explore your journey into creating Black Man Travel.
Yeah.
Traveling as a Black man isn't just about leisure, you say. It's about
Yeah.
representation, safety, and freedom. So, what inspired you to launch Black Man Travels, and what has the response been?
Well, I mean, keep in mind, for someone who dealt with depression, I
Mm,
I'm not afraid to admit that I've had my series of depression in my life,
mm-hmm,
and I realized I needed an outlet to
mm-hmm,
really get myself out of my own head.
mm.
Sometimes your own head, what's in your head, can be the most dangerous place to be in.
Tell me about it.
And traveling, I started meeting a lot of brothers who was going through the same things I was going through.
Mm,
So I started blogging my experience. I mean, I already started traveling already. So I
mm-hmm,
felt like, you know what, hey, let me just start highlighting what I do in these travel
mm-hmm.
trips. So every country I've been to, I started talking about it. And I started encouraging other men, particularly black men, because black men don't travel. I'm just gonna be honest with you. The numbers are
Yeah.
not there as much as
Well,
we
they think they travel because they travel interstate.
yeah, they're not even traveling beyond certain
Hmm.
states, you know, and
Or beyond the Bahamas.
yes, yes, I was just gonna say that the Bahamas or the Puerto Ricos or the Jamaicas.
Hmm.
So I started really encouraging guys to travel,
Hmm.
focus on their health,
Hmm.
their mental state. That's one important things that we as black men we need to address. But
Hmm.
also too, it's like there's things to see out there, you know,
Hmm.
and when you out there, experience what the world has to offer. You only have one life to live, live it. So by me creating this platform, I have a Facebook group that has over 5,000 members in it.
Wow.
Um, I started podcasting,
Hmm.
started YouTube, you
Hmm.
know, now TikTok. Now I'm getting into the TikTok phase.
Yeah.
But it's just again, I never realized how many people I inspired. Like people will reach out to me like, no, I appreciate you so, you know, you telling your story and everything else. Because again, I talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, I'm not gonna just highlight just the praises. Like, hey, listen,
Hmm.
I've dealt with depression, I've dealt being broke, I dealt, you know, I dealt making bad decisions, but you can always come from it. And that's what I try to keep the platform around.
Hmm. So, what is one of the most transformative places that you've visited?
Wow, there's so many. I would say when I went back to Haiti for the first time,
Mm.
that was
Right.
an experience. I went back to Okap, Cape Haitian. I
Mm-hmm.
was out there for 3 weeks, and it was I was able to see where my father was buried. I never got the chance to meet my dad. My dad had me when he was 60. He passed when he was 94.
Wow.
So yeah, I was able to meet my brothers for the first time. I had four brothers that I never met.
Wow.
So that was one experience. The next one would be going to South Africa to
Mm-hmm.
say, hey, I stepped foot in Africa. Like I've been here. That was
Mm-hmm.
a very interesting experience. And going to Thailand. Thailand was a whole I think Thailand was a very spiritual trip for me because it made me realize that no matter what the situation is, be blessed, be nice, be
Mm-hmm.
kind. And no matter what, look at the bright things. It's
Mm-hmm.
called the land of the smiles. Like just gotta smile and be blessed what you have.
Mm-hmm.
So again, been over 45 countries, but those were the countries that I felt like that made a huge impact on me and made me realize, okay,
45, over
see things
45
differently.
countries,
Yeah.
Kanal?
Well, it's over 20 years, so
Oh, that's amazing.
yeah.
That's amazing. Dang, that's a lot. I got a lot of catching up to do here.
You know what? Just take one day at a time. The good thing about living in South Florida, well, I don't live in South Florida anymore.
Mhm.
You have access to all these countries right next to you.
That's true.
And trust me, a lot of these Latin countries are black. Don't let
I know. I
listen.
know.
Don't let Telemundo tell you differently.
I
I went
know.
when I went to Cuba. Cuba's black. When
Black.
I went to Costa Rica,
Colombia.
Panama, Colombia,
Honduras.
Ecuador,
Yes.
Honduras, Nicaragua. I was
Yeah.
like, "Those black folks around here
That's
look
right.
just like us."
That's right.
But you
That's
would
right.
never think that. You would never
Yeah.
think that.
And Honduras, they want to call them what? The Garfunkel?
Yeah, the Gaffians or
Mm-hmm.
Gaffians. Yeah,
Something
this
like
area called Rotan. That's where they mostly at.
mm-hmm. And Brazil being the
The second largest black population outside of Nigeria.
and yeah. Yeah.
There are more black people in Brazil
In
than
the United
the
States.
United States.
Yeah. So we know that we're here. We know that we're all over, and we know that
Mhm.
we're not the minorities.
Correct.
And that's what travel does for you.
It opens
Um,
your eyes.
yeah.
It makes you realize that the world is a lot smaller than you think. It
Yeah.
looks big, but once you realize like we're very connected,
Yes.
especially black people among outside of the well among the diaspora, we're very connected. Our culture, our food,
Mhm.
our way of act is the same.
Our
So
ways of
different.
being. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. So, Kanal, how has your travel shaped your relationships, career, or self-identity?
Great question. I've learned to be my true, authentic self.
Mm-hmm.
Playing the corporate game, you gotta change the different personality. Yep. I've learned in my career as you continue to obtain unique skill sets,
Mm-hmm.
just be who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned that the more that I accepted that, hey, this is me, the further I got in my career. The
Mm-hmm.
more I had to put a face on, a mask on, I didn't like the job.
Mm-hmm.
Something bad always happened. But whenever I'm in my own authentic space,
Mm-hmm.
I always excel. So
Mm-hmm.
one thing I've learned about traveling is that there's the good, the bad, and the ugly, but also too finding solutions. Because again, when you travel in the world, you're gonna go through some problems. You're gonna experience some hiccups. The question is how are you gonna respond to those hiccups?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it is you apply in the workplace.
So tell me, what's the biggest lesson you've learned in your travels?
Um, I think my biggest lesson is being patient.
Mm.
I've learned that you have to accommodate your personality based on the situation at hand,
Mm-hmm.
and understand that it's okay to empathize,
Mm-hmm.
but also to stick to what you know.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start second guessing yourself, that's when you got a problem.
Mm.
So that's one thing I've learned because in traveling, the error of mistakes are very small,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and you can't take any chances. So you got to make sure that if you are going to take that chance, it's a calculated risk.
Tell me one place that you've been to, Kanal,
Mm.
that you really felt racism.
Oh, I mean Europe. That's kind of easy. It's
Yeah,
just
but
really in
Europe
your
is a continent. Which country?
well, yeah, yeah. I was starting with the continent. I'm going to the countries.
Mhm.
I would say Spain was one.
Oh yeah.
Spain is just it's yeah. Spain is really in your face. And the thing is, they treat their own Hispanics. Well, they treat people outside of Spain,
Uh-huh.
like the Latin countries, the Latin American countries. They consider them not one of them.
Yeah.
For them, they're like we're Spaniards and you're
Yeah, yeah,
whatever.
yeah. You're Caribbean.
Yeah, Caribbean or you're so and so. So that's something I've noticed. I experienced racism. Oof, honestly, I think I've experienced racism in some of the black countries.
Mm.
I was quite surprised by that. It's just one thing I've noticed is that if you're black, they assume that you're probably just like one of them,
Mm.
and you won't get the certain treatment that you'll get if you were a white person.
Well, one of the most surprising things that I experienced, and it was so blatant, um, racism. And is that racism if the person is black or an exposed? or did she just expose her self-hatred, right? I was in an art museum in
Okay.
Petreville,
Yeah.
Haiti,
Port-au-Prince. Yeah.
and I was with two other members from the University of West Indies, one white woman, one black man, but they're both were also professors from the University of West Indies. At the time, I was down there for a conference, and I was their guide. I was the one bringing the two to into this Haitian museum, well, gallery, art gallery, and I was the only one prepared to purchase art because I was
Hmm.
an avid collector. Moving has, I left a lot of things behind, but I used to purchase a lot of art. And she bypassed me and was overly giddy and excited to serve the white woman. And the white woman said, "Don't talk to me. She's the one with the money, you know?" And
Yeah.
she turned around, she said, "Oh, uh, excuse me," and I was just like, so sad. I was so disappointed.
I I actually experienced something just like that in Johannesburg,
So
South
disappointed.
Africa. I went to a clothing store because I wanted to buy my mother one of those African gowns.
Mm-hmm.
So a white woman walked in right before I did,
Mm-hmm.
and the lady, the African lady, the black African, South African, she completely ignored me and just put all her attention towards this woman. I'm the American that has money to spend because I'm here to buy gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And each time I try to talk to her, she just kind of like shoot me off. So I said, okay. So once she realized I was American, oh, snap, he's ready to buy. But by then, I was so turned off by it. I said, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I'm across the
What
street,
I
go to
did.
the
I'm
next
good.
person.
Yeah, I'm going somewhere else. How about that?
Yeah. So that's something that I have very low tolerance.
Yeah.
Customer service is key to me. I don't care
Same.
what race, creed, color, whatever you are. If
Right.
you give me poor customer service from the start,
Bye.
I don't need to stay here.
Right.
It's like going to a restaurant. Once I notice that the waiter or waitress is not going to acknowledge me, you know what? We could go.
Believe.
I'm good.
Right. Why am I going to take a chance with somebody who's not,
Yeah.
if I complain and you get upset, my stomach's in your hands. I'm not going
Yeah.
to eat from you. Like,
but
all right.
but
So, yeah,
I
tell me.
I experienced racism in South America as well. Some of the Latin countries that I've been to.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I've noticed that the black folks in these Latin American countries that I've been to is that their self-esteem is not there. It's
Yeah.
not compared to Black American self-esteem. Like one thing I tell you, and I give it to the Black Americans,
Mm-hmm.
African Americans, FBA, Foundational Black Americans
Mm-hmm.
nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Um, their pride is what makes it who they are.
Yeah.
Knowing who they, hey, listen, I'm black and proud.
Mm-hmm.
You'll only see that in the United States.
Yeah.
Once you start going to a lot of these countries in Europe, you meet black folks there. They have a very, I don't want to say docile, but
Mm-hmm.
they seem very defeated.
Mm.
And I've seen that a lot, even in like in Africa. I noticed that in South Africa, I got that a lot. I'm like, they walk with their head down.
Mm.
It just like that racism, that white supremacy,
Yeah.
that classism. It's so jam packed
But
on them.
I don't, and I have not been, but I would not expect that in Nigeria and Ghana. I would not expect that there.
No, not there, but
Mhm.
more of countries where there's
There's some
other races.
over domination of the, hegemonic community.
Correct. So, like in South Africa, no one would never know that it's a huge Indian population there.
Yeah. And
And,
and Chinese, right?
and Chinese. Yeah. I've seen Chinese will curse the crap out of an African. An
Dang.
African would sit there and take it. And I'm looking at the Chinese like, come say that to me.
Try it.
so so one thing about being American, we do stand out because the way we carry ourselves, we walk with our shoulders up. You
Yeah.
know, we're not afraid to check something
Right.
compared to other cultures that I'm noticing. They kind of like,
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
want
what
the attention.
disappointed me most about the Haitian girl experience in Haiti is that we grew up with this dual consciousness, Canal.
Mhm.
right? We grew up with this dual consciousness, but we grew up being very proud to be Haitians.
Yeah,
Now, as kids, we did the thing of protecting ourselves. A lot of us didn't let people know we were Haitian.
yeah.
I didn't care, because my father was already giving me the history, and I was just proud as hell.
Hmm.
Even though you already know as a first generation, are you first generation or were you born in Haiti?
No, well, I was born in Nassau, and I came to
Okay.
the States. Yeah,
So, you're still first generation as in not being born in Haiti.
yeah, correct.
We're already treated like we're not really Haitian.
Hmm. Oh yeah,
So that's another thing that I used to fight with my family about. Like, I am Haitian.
my
They're
my
like, oh,
older
this little
siblings.
American here, right? So they used to treat me as other. So I'm not Haitian enough for my family, and then I'm not American enough for
Yeah, I
Black
experienced that.
Americans, right? And then, but we grew up with this pride, and so my father being such a proud man. I saw him saying, he's not, no white man could talk down to him. And he, da 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 da. He was I thought I know we did. We have this revolutionary spirit inside of
Yeah,
us
we do.
that is different from maybe the other islands. Now, Jamaicans like us have
Yeah,
that revolutionary spirit inside of us, whereas somebody from, I don't know, Turks and Caicos or,
I'll
Guyana might be that docile.
I'll tell you this, and again, I don't want to single out any country like the Bahamas. Yeah, Bahamas, the Turks and Caicos, the Saint Martin, Vincent. Yeah, they tend to have more like
Hmm.
timid versus the Haitians, even
And
the
Jamaicans.
Cubans and the Jamaicans. They like fiery, like
Mm-hmm.
so.
Well, we
Yeah,
were all those were the rebel islands.
yeah,
Jamaica, Cuba, and Haiti. That's where they
yeah,
sent the worst of the worst.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, travel is an amazing experience. I always advise everyone to go out there and travel, but also too, I
Hmm.
always recommend people to travel alone. If you've never done it before, do it one time.
I was looking at your blog, well, one of your podcasts, and that's what you said.
Yeah,
And I said, you know what? Okay, so how old am I turning this year, Kanal?
40,
47? Are you
47.
47?
Yeah, well,
Okay,
I'm
so I'm
turning.
turning 47. I just decided to stop counting after 45. It's just too much. All right, so I'm turning 47 this year, and I'm thinking about how I have done solo traveling, but very close.
Okay.
Like I haven't gone too far, and I think it's time for a solo travel.
Do you have a place in mind?
No. I was thinking because it's a solo travel, maybe I want it to be a cruise. Do you like cruises?
I like cruises with the family.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so yeah, I've done a lot of cruises. Um,
I hate being on some type of itinerary and other people's
yeah.
schedules. I do love to explore. I love the museums. I just love to be on my own time.
Well, I mean, I think you should hit one of the islands. It's not too far. I wouldn't recommend South America yet. um, it would. I mean, is there any places you always wanted to go and just haven't had a chance to go?
Well, all the places, Canal, I want to go to Thailand. I want to go to,
You know what? Go to
Senegal. I want to
Thailand.
go to
You know what?
Ghana.
Honestly, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it. I went to Thailand solo.
Hmm.
I spent 3 weeks out there,
But Thailand
and
is such a long ass flight.
you'd be all right. Just drink some wine and go to sleep.
Yeah.
I would recommend Thailand, and you could really experience Phuket, Bangkok. Then you can go to Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, and really experience it. Thailand is a must experience
Mm,
destination, and it's super cheap,
I
super
know.
super cheap.
I know. I know. All right, so that's where I'm gonna go. So I wanna pivot, okay?
Okay,
I wanna pivot because this is going to get a little bit uncomfortable.
okay,
Now, you're a father,
yes, I
you're a
am.
professional. Has traveling affected your ability to form intimate relationships or how has it affected your relationship, if at all?
As far as with my kids or just
Your
with people.
partner, your kids?
Now, there's different stages of me traveling. There's ones when I'm married, so I travel with the wife and kids. Then there were times I was single. And the time I was single, I traveled. I enjoyed myself as a single man. I did
Mhm.
things like a single man. And when you're 6 feet tall, nice shape, dark skinned guy, a lot of these
Trying to
places,
say you're handsome, Kanal?
huh?
Are you trying to say you're handsome and the
I'm all
foreigners love
right.
you?
I'm all right. I mean, I'm all right. I look good for my age. I look good for my age. That's one thing I took
All
care of myself.
right.
But one thing is just like when you're single,
Mhm.
you're attractive person, you got money in your pocket, you have access to a lot of different things.
Mhm.
So, and by having that access, you can see things that most people will never see. So I
Mhm.
think that that actually increased
Mhm.
me meeting people. And
Mhm.
also too, you'd be amazed. A lot of single people travel and
Mhm.
things happen, hookups happen here and there, flings, and it's what
Really?
it
Were
is.
you racking up body counts overseas, Kanal?
I mean, I was doing that statewide. I
Oh
mean,
my God.
so it's funny. In high school, I was a very timid, shy kid. College,
Yeah.
I became a monster. It was like whatever. Then,
What?
yeah, it was just a night and day switch for me. It
That
was like,
Kanal.
okay. But I
Yeah.
think I call it experiences. So,
Mhm.
you may meet someone that you connect with, and you guys have something going on for that moment, and it's just for that moment only, and you move on.
Well, did any of those paramours remain in contact and,
Yeah, I've
develop
dated.
some type of relationship later
Yeah,
on?
I've dated several
Mm-hmm.
in different places, but it was one in particular that kind of like had me, and I kept
Mm.
going back. And
Is that the Colombian woman?
no, no, she's Dominican,
Mm.
and
Dominican.
we've been together for 10 years now.
Oh, you still with her?
Yeah,
Is she the one you have the baby by?
yep.
How many children do you have?
We have two.
Is she in the States now?
Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
you.
So
So you went to
again,
you got her from the Dominican Republic?
yeah, I met her. I met her on the bus. I was on a bus trying to go to another city, and I remember I was trying to ask for direction. I was trying to speak Spanish at the time, and she started laughing at me. And I'm like, okay, did I say something crazy? Like, no, I speak English. I'm like, oh, okay. Then we just started talking. Then from there, it was just like I kind of felt a connection with her. And I
Yeah. Was
said,
she
whenever I
living
come,
there or was
yeah,
she on vacation?
she was living there. And I was back in DR a lot because I have family in DR. Found
Mm-hmm.
out my dad was a Rolling Stone. He had
Mm-hmm.
kids in DR
Yeah.
and Haiti. So I was traveling back and forth. And at one point, I was traveling between Haiti and DR. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
be in Haiti and I'll catch a bus ride to DR.
Yeah.
And by doing that, it just we kind of build up a connection from there. And one thing led to another, and it's
Well,
been 10 years.
now I'm curious because we have this confusing relationship with DR as
Yeah.
Haitians.
Okay.
How did that affect
I'm
your
gonna tell you this. I'm
relationship
gonna
with
tell you
her?
this.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe a lot of stuff you hear. You hear.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen more Dominicans and Haitian breaking bread than fighting.
Mm.
I see more Dominicans and Haitians marrying each other, having families,
Mm-hmm.
businesses. Like it's it's amazing how TikTok of the world and
Mm-hmm.
social media will paint a completely different. I mean, definitely, you always have that smell of extremists. They
Yeah.
want to keep the country poor and everything else, but yet a lot of foreigners are still coming in buying their country.
Well, if you have Trujillo, followers or
He
who
still has a
revered
following.
him as a hero
Yep.
because he's the one who started that mess.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that's the problem. It
But
becomes so
but you know what?
problematic.
That's a small minority group of people,
Hmm.
but they speak the loudest.
Yeah. And
So
yeah, yeah, just kind of like the Trump supporters.
yeah, yeah, they speak the loudest. So like for me,
They'll have
I,
you thinking every corner of America is racist.
I've been all over the island, both sides of the island, and I can say
Mhm.
that I've seen more positive than negative. Now, granted, is there a immigration policy that needs to be enforced? Yes, just like the United States. It's no different what ICE is doing. But at the same time, it's just I think what social media is pushing is the
Mhm.
negative. People
Mm.
want to just have something to talk about, and
Yeah.
they're not pushing what I see or what's really going on.
Is that somewhere you think you'd retire to?
Yeah, yeah, we got land there. So
Awesome sauce.
yeah, I mean, look, let me tell you this: as an expat, if you're
Mm-hmm.
making over 6 figures a year and you put yourself in a position, look, honestly, I would love to go back to Haiti. I
Yeah,
mean, really, the only bad spot in Haiti is Port-au-Prince.
right.
Once you leave Port-au-Prince, everything else is kind of good.
It's funny you say that because I've had some friends who are either in the process of buying land, have bought land, or building their homes. I had a 5-year plan from the time I was 40, and I was supposed to be living in Haiti right now.
What
So when
area?
all that stuff started happening and I could not, it just really turned me off. And I'm thinking, okay, so where am I going to be an expat to? Because, I've always thought in my 40s, I'm relocating. I want to be completely independent and live in Haiti. And now that thought process is coming back.
Yeah, you
I
should
would,
do it.
yeah, and I definitely want to build there and just have my little house on a cliff overlooking the ocean. Child, please.
My brother just he just expated to Jackman,
Mm-hmm.
and he's
That
living his
meal's
best
getting
life.
very expensive right now, I hear.
I mean, compared to us, compared to our dollars,
Mm-hmm.
you can still live a decent life out there. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, you see a lot of expats in DR, a lot of expats in Colombia, Costa Rica, Panama.
Yeah,
Look, I'm not trying to retire here in the United States at all. Like
same.
once I'm done, all right, I'll sell everything that I have and just move overseas.
Peace. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, but
I love that.
my wife and I, we've been together for 10 years strong, and we always get that we get asked those questions a lot, and we just talk
Mm-hmm.
about it. Yeah, there's no issue. And the funny thing is, her mother is in town. She's in the country now, and
Wow.
we'll have our fish fries at my mother's house in
Mm-hmm.
Miami. And
Really?
you have the Dominican side of the family and the Haitian side all together, eating, drinking, having a good time.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I
So
love that. I love that for you. I love that.
I tell people all the time, put the phone away.
Yeah.
Go out there and experience life for what it is. Because
Yeah.
if you don't, you're gonna let social media dictate how life is, then you're gonna
Yeah.
miss it.
Well, you're pretty serious. You're a pretty serious guy and you're really intentional. So you know when you in your little whole phase and you know when you want to get
Oh.
serious again.
Hey, well, you know what? Listen, when I was going through my little whole phase, I I was honest about it. I
Right.
ain't sell no dream. I told them what it was. Hey, this is
Right.
what it is. If this ain't for you, I'm okay. We can just be
Yeah.
friends.
I appreciate that. But
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you because now you can definitely give advice now on relationships.
Yeah.
What do you think women get wrong? Or what
Oh,
do you think women get wrong about men? And what do you think men get wrong about women?
you know what? That's a whole different podcast by itself.
Come on, just give me something
All
quick.
right, all right, all right. For one, I think women tend to overcomplicate things.
Mm.
Men, we're very simple. We're
Mm-hmm.
very, very simple, and I think we need to learn how to empathize more.
Mm-hmm.
Like really, and check our ego sometimes. Like, hey, listen, when
Mm-hmm.
you know you kind of spoke too hard, come back, bring it back in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, try to understand your woman, understand what what's her intent is, and you go from there. But I think with guys, we're very simple. You
Mm-hmm.
feed us, you please us, we go to sleep, we're good. And you show us that that you need us. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. Men just want to feel needed.
Mm-hmm.
That's why like this whole thing, I'm independent, strong, all this crap. When y'all say that, it just hurts y'all,
Mm-hmm.
especially black women, because black women are the only women that say that crap.
Man, I'm not trying to be independent. I have to be
No,
independent.
but the thing is, being independent, that's expected because you're an adult,
Yeah.
so you don't
Well,
have to say it.
okay, so Kanal, we talk about this. I'm going to ask you the uncomfortable question. I hate talking about this.
Okay.
But I'm a single woman now. Yes, I was married, not anymore. Okay. And, but as a single woman, I know that many of us have to be strong. We carry children, we manage households, we pay our own bills, we're educated. It's not because we want to be single and just as you said, I don't live by the motto of I don't need a man. I don't follow that narrative.
Okay.
This is about survival, and survival makes us behave more masculine.
Yeah.
But I believe that when the right man shows up, intentional, trustworthy, with a plan for life, he will naturally see the soft woman in us.
But you
And
have to
he
show
will,
it.
and she still wants to submit. She wants to submit to that leadership.
But the thing
Because
is,
submission is that it's not about weakness for us. It's
yeah,
about safety, alignment, and love.
one thing is okay, and again, this is coming from a male perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you being strong, you being able to take care of yourself, that's just being an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? A man's going through the same issue that you're going through, the same
Mm-hmm.
exact thing. Now, as far as being masculine, I understand there's a time and place for all that, but
Mm-hmm.
also too, it's a time and place where you got to shut it off.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes women, particularly black women, they don't know when to shut it off.
Mm.
You bucking at a man, you getting this like, yeah, that's not good.
That's to me,
No,
I don't think that is on par with her having to take care of herself.
no,
A
no, it's
woman
not.
who
It's
a,
not.
a woman who's getting in a man's face and barking at him or yelling at him and being disrespectful, that is something else.
No, I wasn't saying that it is. All
Yeah,
I'm saying is that there's a time and place for you to shut that off.
right.
Because the thing is, you can't wait until a man comes in your life to be soft.
Mm-hmm.
Just continue to be soft. And
Yeah.
trust me, a man will recognize that and he'll want to do more for you. When you walk around so strong,
Mm-hmm.
no man don't want to help you. It's like no man don't want to like feel like he wants to come and save you. Like a man wants to feel that. A
Give me
man
an
wants to
example of what that means to you or what that looks like to you.
like yeah, it's a whole different topic by
Come
itself.
on.
I think for me it's more like understanding that hey, you're not afraid to be vulnerable around me,
Mm-hmm.
and you're okay with me taking charge. Like, hey, let me
Mm-hmm.
handle that for you. There's
Mm-hmm.
no that tug of war, like you give me, I take. It's like no, it's like, Kenol, can you handle it for me?
Mm-hmm.
You give me that trust to take care of for you
Mm.
and let go. Like you let it go. Say, you know what? I don't want to deal with this. I'm gonna let my man handle it, and I'll reach out to him to get an update.
All right. So I'm gonna ask you the stupid question that been like annoying the hell out of me on social media.
uh-huh.
How do you feel about 50-50?
um. All right. This is my take on it. I still believe that a man should court a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Once you made that decision that you want to wife this woman,
Mm-hmm.
this is where the courting happens.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just in a dating phase, it's a give and take.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Hey, we could go 50-50 on a trip or whatever, because it's a dating phase. But once it gets into a relationship when you where you know for a fact that hey, I want to be with this woman, I want to build with this woman,
Mm-hmm.
you take on full responsibility
Mm-hmm.
of courting her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if she wants to chip in here and there, great. But also too, if you're broke, you should not be trying to date someone that has a high class taste of lifestyle. It
Mm-hmm.
just doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
So know your limits as a man
Mm-hmm.
and understand like at the end of the day, it's not really about 50-50. Sometimes I'll do more, sometimes you do more.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, we're living in an age now where people are losing their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
There's no really job security anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So if I lose my job today and my wife is working, she has to carry the load.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So really, it instantly shifts to the 100% that she's handling it. But at the same time, as a man, I'm not gonna sit down and watch my wife get dragged every day at work, and I'm sitting at the house feeling sorry for myself.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm gonna do whatever it takes. If it means I gotta go move furniture, go
Mm-hmm.
pick up trash, whatever, to bring
Mm-hmm.
money to the household, I'm gonna do that.
Mm-hmm. That's a beautiful answer. Beautiful
But
answer.
for dating wise, 50-50, I'm not against that.
Okay.
I don't know you. You don't know me. You may not like me after this date. Trust me, I'm a strong believer this whole ice cream coffee date. That was
Let
all
me
me in
tell you.
Chicago. I did that so much in Chicago. I was like, hey,
And I love ice cream and coffee. And I love the Cheesecake Factory. These women,
Oh
they out
no,
of they
they talking foolishness.
yeah, they're so foolish.
They,
Now, finally, I want to ask you, do you think men today understand what protection really means in a relationship?
no, I think a lot of men were raised by, and again, this may ruffle some feathers.
Mm-hmm.
Were raised by single mothers.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have a father figure in their life to see what a role a man is.
Mm.
So, and their perception of a man is what they see on the music videos, that aggressive, hyper
Yeah.
masculinity. So for them, it's just like they don't know what is protection. They think it's like getting into a fight. No, protection is providing emotional protection, financial protection, physical protection. So it goes beyond those things. But I think a lot of the younger generation are not being raised to see what a role a man is in the household,
Yeah.
in a marriage, in
Yeah.
a family, you know. So yeah, I think it's just with now all these variety different podcasts
Mm-hmm.
talking about relationship, and it's amazing. All these people are experts, but yet single. Like, how can you be an expert on relationship and you've never been married, you don't
Right.
have kids, yet you're an expert?
You're
You give
next.
family advice, you don't
Right.
have kids.
Well, that just tells you, I think you need to have a relationship,
Yeah.
advice. Okay, so what? I'm getting a divorce, Canal. I think I still can be a good relationship.
No, no, no. You have
Um,
experience.
I have experience, and I feel like how you grow when we grow up, we learn from watching our parents.
Mhm.
You see, I grew up with both my mom and my dad. And I remember being a young child looking at the mistakes that my dad is making, and the mistakes that my mom is making. Like, I would dissect a whole argument and see where both are right and
Mhm.
wrong. And also make the mental note that I'm not going to do that in
Yeah.
my relationship. And so that's what that affords me. And then also growing up with my father as a young girl, it gave me the confidence to know what I deserve, even though being so independent and going so fast,
Yeah.
my dad still raised me to have my own and depend only on myself. And that to me is where the unbalance came through, because I teach my daughters to be more collaborative and expect to form a partnership with someone where a man leads in a home. In my home it wasn't like that. It well I s- let me rephrase that. I saw how my mom took care of dad, but I did not see my mom being submissive. My mom was a hardworking woman
Mhm.
and still managed to have dinner on the table every night, and put the full spread on the table, um, wash my father's clothes, all of them. My dad never, I don't think I ever saw my dad do laundry. And my dad would, and only on the weekends would he make us breakfast. Like,
Okay.
my dad didn't never wash the dish. I don't think I never seen him do anything, because the men were the kings, and that's the way my brothers grew up. And I was like, as a young feminist, right, growing up in the 80s, we're like, man, hell no, I'm not gonna be doing all that for a man, da, 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 da. But as we get older, we realize, no, it's not that. It's about give and take. It's about
Yeah.
taking care of each other, and it's about, yeah, I want that protection. After losing my father, I feel like this huge void.
Mhm.
Like, I do want a man to protect me. I do want that. And I need to be open to say that.
Yeah.
I think the scary thing for women is opening up and being vulnerable and letting the man lead, and he takes your heart and stomps on it. Either he mistreats you, abuse you, cheats on you, whatever, and you know that's a whole other podcast.
My thing is this, right? Because I have a lot of sisters. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
my mother has four daughters and two sons.
Mm-hmm.
I was raised with sisters.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of nieces, and I tell them the same exact thing. It's like you have to learn how to select a good man to
Mm-hmm.
submit to. You can't submit to any man. You
Mm-hmm.
just can't. A lot of men are not deserving for that submission
Mm-hmm.
because they feel like because they are a man, they deserve that submission. No,
Right.
they don't. You have to earn it. Submission is earned.
Right.
Submission is trust.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like I'll say judge his character. If
Yeah.
you see anything that seems kind of lacking, is
Yeah.
this the guy you really want to submit to?
You can't ignore those red flags.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We have a tendency to ignore red flags. Same
Mm-hmm.
goes for the men. When you meet a woman, yes, she has a big ass. I mean, sorry. Yes, she has a very attractive. I'm speaking from a real transparent man.
That's okay.
But the thing is, look how she talks to other people.
Yeah.
Look how she's showing traits that doesn't show any motherly opportunities. She's
Mm.
very
Rough.
rough and just quick to cuss. Do
Mm-hmm.
you really want to be around that long term? And a lot of guys they get caught up by the physicalness and not by the quality of that person. So once they have that child, I hate my baby mama. It's like, bro, you saw the signs, yet you still got her pregnant. So now you got to deal with that. So, lucky for me, thank God I have never had that issue. Um, I made sure the people I was with, these are people that I wanted to be with. And
Mm.
no regrets.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think a lot of men need to make better choices in who they select beyond the physical.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you better make a better as far as who you make children with, you better
So
be damn sure because that person, that is that is a seed. That's a progeny.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And whew, I lucked out, you know? Uh yeah, I lucked out on the children's father. Um, all right. So we've talked about relationships.
Yep.
I was like, do you know you're my first male guest?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like, I'm not gonna have a male guest and not talk about relationships. I love
No,
that
you know
you
what?
travel the
Honestly,
world.
I'm open to coming back as a guest.
Mhm.
Like I said, certain topics like this, and I could do this on my show as well. And
Mhm.
again, I could open it up to some listeners and bring them on. You can talk to them. You'll get
I
some
would
real no holds bar like conversation
I would love it. I
from
would
men that feel like,
absolutely
hey,
love it.
I got something to say.
Okay.
And
Last question, Kanal. Did you feel a spiritual connection with your wife when you first met her?
um, I wouldn't say spiritual, but
Hmm.
I felt a very genuine connection. It was
Okay.
nothing forced. Like the way we met and the fact that I continue wanting to see her.
Mm.
I mean, granted, I was still doing my thing or whatever, but somehow I was a single guy. I was like, hey, but she stood
Okay.
out. I mean, she knows that. I tell her all the time, I was like,
Yeah.
well, you did something that made that
I
one.
do give grace for the dating period. I do. It's just why? I
Well,
do give grace. I do. Because just because I don't think if you're not exclusive yet, you're just not exclusive yet.
yeah.
But it doesn't
Look, like
all of
one
us,
thing is,
not
well,
everyone is comfortable,
one thing
being out
is,
there like that.
but one thing you have to be honest with yourself is that
Hmm.
if you're dating, you're dating. That's what it
You're
is.
dating. And
And
just
don't
because
expect
we
that one
choose,
person, don't
right.
expect that person to be loyal to you in the
I know.
phase.
And it's not about that. For me, it's about being loyal to myself. You know, I'm a very spiritual person and I don't feel like sharing my spirit,
You don't have to. That's the
I don't
point.
want to be sharing myself with everybody or a lot of people.
Well, I mean,
I think you have to be very special to experience me.
yeah, but the thing is, until you pass that dating phase, that's what's gonna happen.
I know. Women, men and women date very differently. I know.
Yeah.
And there are some women who are free. I envy the women who can just be free with it.
I've dated some women where I knew they were seeing other guys. That
Yeah,
didn't bother me
yeah.
at all. And one thing is, and even my
No,
wife has
I'll tell
said,
a man that I'm seeing other men.
yeah,
I like to, keep my options open if we're not exclusive.
yeah,
It's just what that means for me and what that means for a man is going to be completely different. I could
yeah,
be seeing two or three different men and not sleeping with anybody, or I
yeah,
have the one, until I'm.
yeah.
But yeah, if I've already experienced one, even if I continue to date, I can't be doing that.
No, because it's not you.
It's just I can't. Okay, one's already in. Let me deal with just that. If he got in, everybody else is
I
fucked.
mean, and that's fair, and that's fair, and that's one thing I tell my nieces. I have nieces who are in college. Like, listen, don't fall in love with the first dude you meet. You
Right.
know, if you want to go date other guys, go ahead and do it. But just
And it's
protect
dangerous
yourself.
for women too because we're receivers, we're vessels.
Yeah,
It's not just for me, like I'm first thing I'm gonna say is spiritually. But then the second part is our pH gets messed up with every new person. With
yeah.
any new guy, your body will naturally fight against that. Most
I'll
women,
take this a little bit further.
hmm,
The whole STD crisis that's happening.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
and
have a
AIDS
son.
is back on the rise, even though they're not really talking about it anymore, HIV. And practically everybody got herpes,
Yeah, everybody
um,
got
chlamydia, even syphilis is coming back. Um,
wow.
and they thought they had gotten rid of that. So we have to be very careful
Yeah.
how we share ourselves with people.
But yeah, just be mindful. Don't rush it. Just
Hmm.
let it happen gradually. For me, when I met her, it just happened. I didn't went out looking for it at all places on a bus. Like,
Well, it's always the most, the wildest places, but I have to say that I'm not just proud of you. I'm really happy for you too.
oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Because maybe I'll find somebody on my solo travel.
Look, I tell people all the time, listen, the world is a lot bigger than we think, and you never know where your soulmate is going to be.
Right.
Your
Hmm.
soulmate may speak a whole different language, but that guy was meant for you.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep it open.
I think as long as I'm not picking up a snow bunny in Europe, I think I'll be fine.
Oh, look, that's a good thing. I mean, as much as activities that I have, I ain't married no snow bunnies. Got the true to the race. So got nothing but black kids.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, your wife is she's a black Dominican?
She's like a Taino black
Okay.
mix. Yeah, both. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the good thing is, like, it's funny. I always pick on her. It's like I said, "What you are?" Like, "Oh, I'm black." I'm like, "Thank God." I, I can't deal with no identity
Because you
crisis,
know the
Dominican.
Dominicans gonna be
Yeah, I
like,
know.
I know
That's why.
black, I know
Yeah,
black.
yeah. That's why I said I can't deal with one of these identity crisis Dominicans.
Yeah. Well,
I ain't
I
got
used
time
to be
for it.
mad at the Dominicans about that, but I've learned a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
It's funny.
That's a deeper conversation.
It's funny. I talk to a lot of my fellow Dominicans.
Hmm.
I always pick them on that, and it's just like I know it's a history,
It's a history of
and but also too, I know that they come in different shades and color.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so just like Haitians, we come
Just
in
like
so many
Haitians, I know
different.
they don't show it.
Yeah,
We are just as diverse as they are over there.
yep. I've
And
seen. I've been places in Haiti where I thought they were Dominicans. They were like, "No, I'm Haitian."
yeah, well,
But
we have a huge Polish community there in Haiti.
no, we have a huge Taino. Like,
Taino, I know we have a huge Taino population there.
yeah,
That's Taino. And
yeah,
we also have a huge Polish descendant
yeah,
there.
we do.
Um,
And Lebanese.
yeah, and Lebanese. And I even met some Chinese Haitians.
Yeah, I met a few of those. Yeah,
And I didn't believe my dad. My dad used to say that his father and a Chinese man, they partnered up to open one of the biggest supermarkets in Gonaive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was like, really? But then as an adult, I met a Chinese, she looked Chinese. Or no, she looked like she's mixed with black, but she's Chinese, you know?
Mhm.
And her Creole was better than mine. She was from Haiti,
Yeah, I mean, it's very diverse. It's just the majority
of
people
what we
see
see.
is are the dark skinned ones.
Yeah.
Like even now, like I always get, well, you don't look Haitian. I'm like, what the hell Haitian supposed to look like?
What does Haitian look like?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you're not skinny. I'm like, there's big Haitians out there too. I mean,
Well, no. When I went to Haiti, they were like, "Oh my God, God, go Sally." Hey. You know, they took me for a rich woman because look how big she is.
yeah,
Look how big her ass is. You know, Haitians don't have, they have no filter.
yeah, yeah. They
Women
don't hold
just
back.
coming up and touching your butt and slapping it. And I'm like, hello. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fun. Well, you know what? I am really, 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 really happy about this conversation. What's one advice you'd give your daughters, nieces, or next generation of Black boys to learn from your travels?
Um, take chances,
Mm-hmm.
smart chances. Explore, learn new things, and don't limit yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, and one thing I've learned to accept, life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's like your life continues after high school. It continues after college. It continues after marriage, after divorce. It continues. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, so yeah, live life until it's time to go.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah,
So, Kanon, we've talked travel, love, legacy. I appreciate your honesty.
not a problem.
Yeah. And to my listeners, hey, what's your take? Engage with us in the comments. Um, do you believe in 50-50, or do you believe in the power of intentional men and soft, flourishing women? How do you tap into your softness? I'm all about the soft life right now, Kanal. Let me tell
I
you.
mean, you should be. Should be.
Yeah, so our ancestors crossed the oceans in chains, and now we get to cross the oceans in search of joy, growth, and love.
Yeah.
So that in itself is resistance too. Yeah.
Mhm.
And so, do you want to say anything about Black Man Travels, Kanal? Because I want
No,
to.
if anything, guys, if you want to learn more about my travels, I do have a website called blackmantravels.com.
Mhm,
Blackmantravels.com. I'm definitely on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. And again, I'm planning to relaunch my YouTube channel. I
mhm,
haven't created content over 5 months. I've been just adjusting with work, family life, and everything else. But
mhm.
now I'm about to restart my YouTube podcast. So I'll definitely love to have you on the show,
I
and we
look
can have the
forward to
same
it.
conversation. I tend to have my show like more towards the evening hours, but
Mhm.
again, bring out your glass of wine. We
Yeah.
talk it
Well,
up.
you see, this is why I'm so happy we're having this at the plane of day because I would have had a drink. It is Friday, and the conversation could get a lot spicier. You'd have to invite your wife in.
yeah. Definitely,
I would
definitely.
love that.
And again, I do have a second show called The Lion's Den.
Uh-huh.
It's a show that me and my two colleagues actually host. And
Mhm.
again, this is where we invite everyone to come and have real talk conversation. So,
Nice.
but understand that once you enter the lion's den, you're dealing with three lions. So those lions, we're going to ask some real tough questions. We're going to drill you, and it's just like, hey,
Oh,
bring
please.
that fire.
I'm a lioness and I'm not afraid.
All
You know,
right.
it's the lioness that feeds the lion.
Yeah. All right, then. I'll
Mhm.
make sure to keep that invite open to you. So
Yeah.
definitely.
And so thank you for that. I'm going to share all your information in the description.
Thank
Please
you.
check out Black Man Travels. And if you have not already, you need to go ahead and pick up my book, What's Next for You? Living in Purpose.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a practical guide. Thank you, Kanal. It's a
got it
practical
right here.
guide to aligning your passion with prosperity. Thank you. Kanal got his copy. And
Yep.
have you started reading it? I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Yes, I started reading. Well, first I glanced over it. I saw something that said about monetizing your passion and
Oh, you
interest.
went all the way to the back.
Yeah, you know what? Whenever I read a book, I start from the back
Mm-hmm.
just to see, okay, is it worth continuing to read
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah,
Then I go to the front. Then I went to the table of contents. It's like, okay, it's an interesting topic. So yeah, and it's a short book, so it's
very short. And I wanted it to be, like I said, it's a blueprint. It's not just fluff of my experiences or just motivational talk. No, I want this to be a blueprint, especially those of us who are, I keep saying that, but neurodivergent. I think smart people have a lot of times we have a hard time pinpointing what our real path is or what our purpose is, and we remunerate about that a lot, and that can keep us stuck. Or if we've already like accomplished a chapter in our lives where, it's okay to have multiple careers in life. People
yeah.
think you're going to get one career and be done, or that you're good at one thing and that's all you need to do. And I don't believe that at all, Kanal. I think we are all very gifted and we have a lot to offer. And if you're trying to uncover exactly what it is you love and want to do, grab my book.
That's one of my next potential topic, the art of starting over.
Mhm.
So I may need to
That could
have
have
you as
easily
a
been
guest.
the title of that book,
No,
Kanal.
actually, I was going to use your book as a point of reference when I actually do the
Yay.
podcast. So yeah,
Awesome. I love that. I love that for you, and I love that. If you
yeah,
want to
not a
write it
problem.
from a male's perspective, because I'm honest about me writing this from a female, a black Haitian female
Yeah.
perspective. Mm-hmm.
Well, it was a pleasure. Definitely, I look forward to coming back on your show again. If you want to have me as a guest, relationship, whatever topic, please add me on. And if you have any panel discussions, add me on as well.
For sure. And thank you so much for being here, Kanal.
Not a
This has
problem.
been the Empress Addie podcast. Please like, subscribe, share. I always say that. Like, subscribe, share. And then Kanal's going to help me get on StreamYard and
Yeah.
I'll be like broadcasting everywhere all
You,
at once.
it's time to step your game up because this
I
Zoom
will
thing ain't
step
working
my
for you.
game up.
Yeah, we got to get you in StreamYard so you can be broadcasting different channels.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Kanal. Take care.
Not a
Kiss the
problem.
babies for me.
I will.
Wi-Fi said hi. I look forward to meeting her.
Will do. Thank you.
All right,
Bye,
bye.
everyone. You good?